Hello, my name is Jim Gurman, and welcome to today's episode of
Kilimanjaro.
Today we'll be taking a look at the Milwaukee 5625 fixed-based 3.5 horsepower router. Now, Milwaukee's slogan is nothing but heavy duty, and this router certainly is. It's got a 15 amp motor, which is the biggest motor that you can put on a regular circuit. It's quite hefty, and generally I'll use it in a router table, not usually handheld. When you get the router, it comes with a couple accessories. You get two different base plates. You get one here that has a fairly small opening, which is good for taking these templating collars. They fit right in there, or for a regular size bit. If you're going to use a bigger bit, it comes with this other plate here that has a much bigger opening for some like panel raising bits and things like that. To change the bits, you get two wrenches. It doesn't have a lock on the spindle. You just use two wrenches to change the bits on two different nuts that are on the spindle. That actually works really well. It's really easy to do. It comes with a 1/4 inch collet and a 1/2 inch collet, which I have installed right now. And it also comes with this T-wrench. Now this T-wrench is kind of interesting. What they've done is, because it's somewhat designed to be used in a router table, they've made it so that you can adjust the height by putting this wrench down in here and turning this, and that'll adjust the height once you unlock the motor. Now, I don't actually use that all that frequently. One of the reasons why is they put this dust cover here to try to prevent dust from getting in there, and it doesn't work so well to do that, and also it makes it kind of tricky to get this in there and lined up right. Let's take a look at some of the features of the router itself. Now, it's not a plunging router, so it just has two fixed handles here, and this rigidly hold the router in place. The handles are nice and rubberized, and they're a good size. It makes it very easy to control the router. To change bits on the router, you unlock that clasp, and then there's a release over here which releases it from the depth adjust mechanism. So this will slide right off. I'll show you how to change the bits in a minute. When you put this back on, you can then turn this screw here, which adjusts the height of the router by about 1/8 of an inch per turn. Up top, there's a switch to turn it on and off. It's not a momentary switch, it's a fixed switch. This works great if you're going to put it in a router table. You can just leave it on and then put another switch on the outside of the cabinet. It also has a speed control on the side here. And there's a little chart on the front that tells you about how many RPM it's spinning at for each position on the dial. This is great if you're using a really big bit. You can slow it down so that your cutting speed is appropriate for the bit. Once you have the base off, it's very easy to change the bit on the router. All you have to do is you take your two wrenches, you put them together, and then you can just squeeze them, and it unlocks the two nuts. You open them up all the way, and then you can pull the bit out. When you're done, you just put the bit back in, tighten them up, pull on them, you're done. You can get a nice, very tight connection on your bit there. You don't have to worry about the bit coming out. There's no finicky little button to try to hold to lock the shaft. With the two wrenches, it's very easy. The difficulty that some people might have with this is that you typically have to take the motor out, put it up very high to get to this lower nut. However, with the quick release clasp on the base here, it makes it very easy to do that. So in my router table, I just have this base mounted to the bottom of the table. I reach under, undo this clasp, pull the motor out. It's very easy to change bits, put it back in. And then if I want to adjust the height on it, all I have to do is turn this knob here and then shut this clasp, and it's very easy. To show you just how powerful this router is, I've got a 3/4 inch diameter bit in here and a big hunk of maple. This bit is set at about 3/4 of an inch deep, which is far deeper than I would ever normally go on a single pass. It's probably going to leave a pretty terrible cut surface, but it should be a good example of how powerful the motor is. So I'm going to fire it up, and you'll hear that it has a soft start, which is nice. It doesn't try to pull it out of your hand. And then I'll make a pass just straight through this, and you can see how it works. So you can see it made that pass with no problems. I just handheld it. It pretty much took out a giant chunk of material here. Didn't really slow it down much at all. To finish up, let's take a look at some of the good things and not so good things about this router. The best thing about this router is it really is heavy duty. This is a really big router, it's really powerful, and it doesn't bog down even with a really large bit. It's very well designed to have lots of cooling. It pulls air through the base down here, and I haven't had any problems with this clogging up with chips or sawdust getting in there. It also is fairly ergonomic, which surprised me. For such a big, heavy tool, these handles really give you a lot of control, and the switch is placed nice and easily accessible. The only things I don't really like about this router are this micro adjust lever. While it's nice that it has it, it's quite difficult to turn. And the other thing about it, when you set it, this clasp here, you have to unlock it to change the height. And when you unlock it all the way, there's a little bit of wiggle in it and a little bit of play. And when you try to precisely adjust the router height and then you go to close the clasp, it'll move by 10, 20 thousandths, which can mess up your cut. You probably won't find this router in many stores. It's probably not a real high volume seller. But if you look online, you shouldn't have a problem finding it. It costs about $310. It's rather expensive for a router that doesn't have a plunge base. However, because of its heavy-duty nature and its excellent build quality, I think it's well worth the money. If you're looking for a router to put in a router table, I think this is an excellent choice. If you need a big router for cutting dados or some other handheld operation, this is also a great choice. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the router, please leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. If you like this review and want to see some of my other tool reviews or tool questions, please subscribe to my channel. I try to post a new video every 2 weeks or so.